Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily, and if you're new here, then welcome. Today we're going to be not doing Vinyasa flow for a change. We're going to be slowing things down a little bit. It's going to be a mellow flow, something more calm, more slow paced, focusing more on stretching, but we're going to keep it funky. So some cool, fun, different transitions. So yeah, if you want to take it easy today, maybe it's the end of your day or you're recovering from something, then this is the one for you. All right, you can make your way into a comfortable seat, just like I am, cross-legged seat, facing the top of your mat. If cross-legged seat is uncomfortable or if your knees are really, really high off the mat, you can always sit on a block or a pillow just to bring the knees down and soften in the hips a little bit. Otherwise, just stay as you are. Once you're there, resting your hands on your knees, take a moment to close your eyes and intentionally grow tall through the crown of your head as if someone is pulling a string from the crown of your head all the way up to the ceiling. Relax the chin slightly down, elongate the back of the neck. Relax all the muscles in your face, soften in your forehead, soften your eyes, your cheeks, and unhinge your jaw. Relax the shoulders. Allow the hands to heavily rest on your knees. Relax your hips and feel the grounding between your sit bones and the mat. Let's start to draw the attention onto the breath, breathing deeply in and out of your nose, creating a wave-like sound, a wave-like movement in your breath. So as you breathe, try to draw the breath all the way down into your belly, not only breathing into the chest. So full, deep yogic breaths and keeping equal length between the inhales and the exhales. And just practice here. Let's go for about 10 cycles of breath. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. And for the rest of the practice, try to stay connected to your Ujjayi breath, that wave-like sound, just keeping your anchor, your focus point on the present moment constantly. On your next inhale, you can go ahead and reach your arms above the head. Exhale, let's bring the hands to the heart space. Interlacing your hands, let's push the palms of the hands away. Breathe in to reach the arms above the head, gluing your shoulders to your ears. And then exhale, side bend to the right. And keep pushing the palms of your hands away from you, keeping the ribs squeezed in, so without letting the bottom ribs flare out. On your next inhale, let's come back up through center, reach up. Exhale, side bend to the left. And next inhale, let's come back up through center, release the hands, interlace your hands behind your lower back. Breathe in to open up the chest. And then as you breathe out, let's bring the chin into the chest. Maybe stay here or bring the crown of your head down towards the mat, lifting the arms away from your back as much as you can. So feeling a deep stretch in the shoulders and the chest, maybe even the outer hips. And slowly breathing in, let's rise back up. You can roll over your shins, come into tabletop. And we're going to start moving in a few rounds of cat and cow. So breathing in, drop the belly, pull the chest open, gaze forward. Exhaling one vertebra at a time. Let's round the spine, pushing the mat away. Inhaling to open up the front body. Exhaling to round. And breathing in, pull the mat towards you with your fingertips. Breathing out to round the spine. One more here. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. Walk your hands towards the very top of your mat. Let's drop the chest and chin or the forehead down on the mat, depending on how open your shoulders are. Let's take 5 breaths here. So really trying to press the chest down towards the floor and pulling the hips back and up, squeezing the navel in, keeping your spine long. On your next inhale, looking forward, keep your elbows down on the mat. Let's come into Sphinx pose, dropping the hips down on the floor. Push down into the mat with your elbows, pull the chest forward for Sphinx. And then if you want to go deeper, you can press into your hands, lifting the heart space a little bit more, making sure you're squeezing the glutes and pressing the pubic bone down into the mat. 2 more breaths here. Keep pulling the shoulders back and away and down from your ears. On your next exhale, let's release the chest down on the mat. Extend your right arm out to the side. Bend your left knee, left fingertips come underneath your left shoulder. And then let's roll onto the right side body. So the right arm is perpendicular from your body. You can relax your head down on the mat and just breathe deeply into the lower belly and chest. Feeling the stretch around the right shoulder. Maybe it's just compression that you feel, a lot of resistance. Just breathe against that. Let's slowly come back onto the belly. Switch sides. Extend your left arm out to the left, palm faces down, and bend your right knee. Right hand comes underneath your right shoulder. And then let's roll onto the left side. On your next exhale, let's come back onto the belly. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Let's press hips to heels, and then continue pushing back and up, downward facing dog. It's your first down dog, so you can walk it out, bending and straightening the legs, maybe shaking out the head, whatever feels good. On your next inhale, let's slowly walk all the way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold forward. 2 more, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. 1 more, breathe in. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees a lot. Let's roll up 1 vertebra at a time, all the way up to high mountain, reaching the arms above the head, coming high up onto your toes. On your exhale, slowly lower hips to heels for 3, 2, and 1. Let's reach the arms forward, drop the heels. Maybe the hands can help as you sit down. Let's extend the arms out in front of you. Let's lift the legs, boat pose. Exhale, tap your toes down into the mat for 5, 4, 3, try to keep your spine straight, 2, and 1. Plant the hands with or without the help of the hands. Let's lift the hips off the mat. Come into chair pose. Breathe in. Exhale to fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Your chaturanga of choice, maybe knees, chest, chin, to keep it nice and mellow. Inhale, slide through baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, let's step the right foot between the hands. Drop your left knee down, and then let's reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana for 3. 2, squeeze the left glute, keep pulling your hips down towards your right heel. Now let's cactus the arms, open up the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together, gaze up for another 3. And next inhale, both arms reach up high. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings. Reaching the arms back and up, reaching your chest towards your right toes. And next breath in, let's come back to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, left hand comes down on the mat. Right arm reaches up as we twist, and you can either stay here or right arm reaches towards the back of the mat. Maybe bend your left knee, maybe hold on to the outer blade of the left foot with your right hand, and then you can twist a little deeper. And opening up the right shoulder, maybe looking to the right or even over your right shoulder. And let's slowly let go of the left foot. Inhale, come back to Anjaneyasana, reach the arms up. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings once again. This time the left hand will come behind your left foot. Inhale to lift the hips, bring your right toes down on the mat. Right arm reaches over towards the back of the mat. So finding a little bit of a back bend, maybe a little bit of a stretch in the front of the left hip, especially if you keep pressing your hips forward. On your next exhale, we're going to bring the right hand down on the mat to the left. So both hands are to the left. Let's lift that left knee, pivot into Skandasana, side lunge, and hold for 5. And as you breathe out, let's sit down on the mat. Bring your left knee in, pivot, turn your left calf out. Left knee is in connection with the right. Deep breath in to lengthen your spine, and then exhale to fold forward for 5. On your next inhale, let's straighten the spine, lift your left knee, come back to Skandasana with or without the help of the hands. Right hand plants down on the mat, pivots to face the back of your mat, left arm reaches up to the sky. And as you breathe out, pyramid pose, straighten your left leg. Maybe step your right foot a little bit closer. Breathe in to find more length through your spine, and then exhale to fold forward. And next inhale, let's look forward, step into a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. So we're now facing the back of the mat. Inhale, high mountain with a flat back or rolling up, whatever you prefer. Let's come high up onto the toes. Exhale, slowly lower for 3, 2, and 1. Come into boat pose. Exhale, low boat, just one time. Inhale, high boat, bend your knees. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes, maybe straighten your legs. And hold for 5, 4. And creating just a little bit of heat in the body. 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees. Place your feet back down on the mat with or without the help of the hands. Let's come into chair pose. So sitting on your heels, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, your chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin if you want to keep it extra mellow. On your next inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, left foot steps between your hands. Drop the right knee down, Anjanasana, and let's hold for 3 breaths. Here, squeeze the glutes. Keep engaging your legs. The left foot is almost pulling the mat towards you, and we're pressing down into the mat with the right foot. On your next exhale, let's cactus the arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift the heart for 3. Next inhale, let's reach the arms above the head. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to Anjanasana. Inhale. Exhale, the right hand comes down on the mat underneath your right shoulder. Maybe stay here, lifting your left arm above your head, or you can bend your right knee, left hand holds the outer blade of the right foot. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades together to open up the chest more, and keep lifting out of your right shoulder. Let's slowly release the right foot. Inhale, come back to Anjanasana. Exhale, half splits. This time, right hand comes behind your right leg, can be slightly to the right. Left arm reaches towards the back of your mat, and make sure your left foot is flat so you have a little more balance. And hold for 5. And now slowly coming out of the back bend, left hand comes to the right of the mat. So both hands are to the right of the mat. Press into your hands, lift your right knee, pivot into Skandasana, flexing the left toes. And let's hold for 5. On your next exhale, let's sink down. Turn your right knee in, roll out the right calf so that you're a little more comfortable here. Right heel is very close to your right hip. Let's flex the left toes. Deep breath in to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold for 5. Trying to keep both sit bones grounded. So if you need to use props to sit on, that is fine. next inhale, let's slowly rise up. Lift your right knee, come back to Skandasana with or without the help of the hands. Lift the hips off the mat. Now let's pivot to face the front of the mat again. Left hand stays on the ground underneath your left shoulder. Right arm reaches up, twisting to the right. On your next exhale, pyramid pose, maybe stepping the left foot a little closer. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out to fold. On your next inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Let's step into halfway lift. Exhale to fold Uttanasana. Inhale, high mountain, rise up. Exhale, let's fold forward again, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. We meet in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, right foot steps between your hands. Drop the left knee. Inhale, Anjanasana. One breath, one movement. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, Anjanasana. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings. Inhale, Anjanasana. Again, bend the right knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, left hand comes down on the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Maybe catch your left foot. Slowly release. You can keep your left hand down on the mat if you want to make the transition smoother. We're coming back to half splits, airplane wings. Inhale to lift the chest. Now left hand comes behind your left foot. Go slow. Lift the hips. Right arm reaches towards the back of the mat. Exhale, drop your hips just to protect your spine. Right hand comes off the mat to your left. Press into the hands. Skandasana. Breathe in, breathe out, sit down, turn your left knee in, roll out your left calf. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise up, come back to Skandasana with or without the help of your hands. Right hand plants down on the mat. Let's pivot into a lunge facing the back of the mat. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. High mountain, rise up. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, either your chaturanga or straight back to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, let's step the left foot between your hands. Just move slowly. If it's not exactly one breath, one movement, that's fine. Drop your right knee. Inhale, Anjanasana, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, cactus your arms, open up the heart. Inhale, Anjanasana, reach the arms up. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings. Inhale, come back to Anjanasana, low lunge. Right hand comes down on the mat underneath your right shoulder. Maybe twist to the left, catching your right foot with your left hand. Now back to half splits in whatever way you want. Let's reach the arms back and up. Inhale to lift the chest. Very carefully, right hand comes behind your right leg. Open up the heart. Drop the hips so that you can pivot without hurting your back. Press into your hands. Let's make our way to Skandasana on the right leg. Drop the hips. Right knee turns in. Roll out your right calf. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale to rise back up. In your own time, come back to side lunge, Skandasana. Left hand is now on the mat. Let's pivot to the right into a lunge. So the right leg is forward, left leg is back. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, pyramid pose, circling the right arm down, straightening the right leg. Look forward, step halfway lift. Exhale to fold. High mountain, rise up. Let's come onto the toes once again. And then slowly hips to heels. Once you're there, we're coming back to boat pose. One time low boat, breathe out. Inhale, high boat, bend your knees. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes. Either keep your knees bent or straighten the legs. And since we already did straight legs this time, we will open up the legs. And hold for 5. 4, try to straighten your spine as much as you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the legs together again. Release. And then we're going to come into plow pose. So rolling back, feet come behind your head. And now we're going to roll up into a seat. So keeping your legs together. Inhale, arms reach up above your head, straighten your spine. Exhale to fold forward and hold. As you breathe in, let's slowly straighten the spine again. And now we're going to bend the right knee. Right sole of the foot is against your inner left thigh. Take a deep breath in to lengthen. And then let's twist to the left just to align the spine. Now take a deep breath in, look towards your left leg. Exhale to fold over your left leg for 5. Good. Hollowing the lower belly, reaching the chest forward, trying to bring chin towards the shin. On your next inhale, let's slowly rise up. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee. Deep breath in to lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, look back through center. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Let's slowly come back up. Let's bend both knees, soles of the feet are together. You can interlace your hands in front of your feet. Deep breath in to lengthen your spine, and then keeping your elbows together, hinge forward. Let's go for 5. Maybe little butterfly movements with the knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go ahead and straighten both legs. The right knee bends into the chest, and then let's cross the right ankle over the left leg. Okay, so right heel is very close to your left hip. Now, if you have your right knee really high off the ground, you can grab a prop. I'll just turn towards you. So this is a very difficult pose for me, so I'm going to just place a block underneath my knee to feel a little bit more comfortable. Now we're going to turn to the right, so twisting to the right. Left hand can come on the right knee, right hand can come behind you, or right arm can wrap around your back and maybe hold your right foot. And that will help you twist a little deeper. So don't force anything. You can always just have your right hand behind you. And let's hold for 5, And on your next inhale, unwind, little counter bow to the left. Now from here, let's extend the right leg. Same thing on the opposite side. So let's bend the left knee, cross the left ankle over your right thigh. If you're like me and the knee is really high up off the ground, that is fine. Just maybe bring a block underneath your left knee to support you. Twisting to the left, maybe left hand holds on to the left foot. Deep breath in to lengthen your spine, and then exhale to twist deeper. And as you breathe in, let's unwind. Exhale, counter bow to the right. Head coming back through center, undoing the bind of the legs. Let's cross over the shins, come into tabletop. And now we're going to bring the left foot in front of us, sit back. So the right heel is on your right. Once again, we're rolling out the right calf. Let's bend the left knee into the chest. Either you can keep that left leg where it was and fold forward like we did before, or you can bend your knee, interlace your hands around the left foot, and maybe extend your left leg up. And let's hold for 5. And now let's bend the left knee, cross your left ankle over your right knee like we just did. Let's press into the mat, come into tabletop, tuck your right toes so the left ankle is still crossed over the right hip. Cross your right toes, lift your right knee off the mat, come into your downward facing dog. And just 2 breaths here. And then you can gently release the bind of the legs. Left leg reaches up high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now either drop your knees down or jump through to a seat. Jump through to tabletop. We're going to repeat on the other side, so you can roll out your left calf, sit back, right leg extends out in front of you. Either folding forward over your right leg or bending the right knee so you can grab hold of the right foot and then straightening the right leg up, trying to bring chin to shin. Good, growing nice and tall. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your right knee. Let's cross that right ankle over the left thigh like we did before. Press into the mat with your hands. Plant your hands on the ground in front of you. Tuck the left toes. Lift your left knee. Press back into downward facing dog with a variation. And then gently release the bind of the legs. Right leg rises, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward, step or jump to a seat this time. Okay, cross-legged or whatever you prefer. We're not going to stay here long. We're going to bend the knees, extend the arms out in front of you, and then 1 vertebra at a time, making sure you have enough space behind you. We're going to come all the way down to the back. And if you're in constructive rest, you can either stay here in stillness or rock the knees side to side. Now bringing the knees into the chest, we're going to take tree hugging pose. So just lifting the legs up, lifting the arms up, and imagining you're hugging an invisible giant tree log, or whatever other visualization helps you relax. So hugging a tree or floating through space, whatever you prefer. Try to keep your legs and your arms as relaxed as possible, especially the hands and feet. And to keep them relaxed, try to stack your joints one on top of the other. So just finding that point of balance where minimal effort is required. I know this can get really uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to doing it. So if you need to come out early, that is completely fine. Just try to stay for a little bit longer than you feel comfortable with, and then you can come out. Whenever you're ready, you can come out, bending the knees into the chest. Let's take a deep breath in. Maybe lift your forehead to your knees. Squeeze. And then exhale. You can come into Shavasana or reclined butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. Arms extend out by your sides. Take a moment to consciously let go of any remaining tension in your body, any remaining control. Notice where you are. Notice all the different sounds around you, the smells, the temperature of the air. And feel your body where it is. Feel the weight of the body, everything that you're in contact with. And then you can start to draw your attention more and more inwards. In your own time, you can start to move and stretch and deepen the breath. And in your own time, you can make your way up to a comfortable seat. And once you're there, just take a moment to check in with yourself, giving thanks to your body and noticing anything that has shifted, noticing how you're feeling. Let's take a deep breath in, reaching the arms above the head. Exhale, you can bring your hands to heart center. as you go forth into the rest of your day. May you have peace in your thoughts, in your words, and in your heart. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was a little bit playful, a little bit mellow. So yeah, let me know what you thought, and I am looking forward to seeing you again next week. If you aren't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It really supports my channel. And I really love hearing from you. So if you could leave me a comment, that would be fantastic. All right, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.